gathered here on this beautiful day to witness and celebrate the marriage of Christopher Johnson and Stephanie Haynes. Who has the honor of presenting this bride today?
Well, her mother and I.
Let's give her a hug and a kiss.
Good one, Dad.
Everybody get seated and everybody come forward. And Stephanie, you come right up here. Let's hand your flowers over.
Bram.
Oh, sorry.
Got the Michelle there too.
Christopher, I want you to face her. The two of you join hands. And I know you've seen her already, but take a minute and take a good look at her. Are you ready to get married today?
We are.
Let's get to the business at hand then. I want you to step back one step and you step forward. There you go. So you're centered. Very good. Good evening. Thank you all for gathering here to witness Christopher and Stephanie's marriage ceremony. I'd like to begin today's celebration with a reading that Christopher and Stephanie have chosen, entitled If I Never Knew You by Alan Menken and Stephen Schwartz.
From Pocahontas.
If I never knew you, if I never felt this love, I would have no inkling of how precious life can be. And if I never held you, I would never have a clue how at last I would find in you the missing part of me. If I never knew you, I would be safe, but half as real, never knowing I could feel a love so strong and true. I'm so grateful to you. I would have lived my whole life through, lost forever, if I never knew you. Christopher and Stephanie, today you'll make promises and commitments to each other that will carry you throughout your lives together. These vows will be the values that you cling to every day. Keep your vows close to your hearts and honor the commitment you are making to each other to share life, to love, to listen, and to grow together. Since the two of you have found such a love in one another and have chosen to enter into the bonds of marriage, assuming all of its rights, obligations, and joys, I'll now ask that you outwardly declare your intent by the exchanging of your marriage vows. Christopher, you have chosen Stephanie to be your wife. Do you promise to love and respect her? Do you vow to be honest with her always and stand by her through whatever may come?
I do.
Stephanie, you have chosen Christopher to be your husband. Do you promise to love and respect him? Do you vow to be honest with him always and stand by him through whatever may come?
I do.
Christopher and Stephanie, the symbolic vows that you're about to make are a way of saying to one another, none of us can vow to be perfect. In the end, all we can do is promise to love each other with everything we've got, because love is the best thing we do. Christopher, please look into Stephanie's eyes as you repeat after me. I, Christopher, take you, Stephanie, to be my wife.
I, Christopher, take you, Stephanie, to be my wife.
You are my best friend.
You're my best friend.
The one I live for.
The one I live for.
The one I care for.
The one I care for.
I promise to always keep you safe at my side.
I promise to always keep you safe at my side.
I give you my hand.
I give you my hand.
My heart.
My heart.
My name.
My name.
And my love from this moment on.
And my love from this moment on.
For as long as we both shall live.
For as long as we both shall live.
Stephanie, look into Christopher's eyes as you repeat after me. I, Stephanie, choose you, Christopher, to be my husband.
I, Stephanie, choose you, Christopher, to be my husband.
You are my best friend.
You're my best friend.
The one I live for.
The one I live for.
The one I care for.
The one I care for.
I promise to love you unconditionally.
I promise to love you unconditionally.
I give you my hand.
Give you my hand.
My heart.
My heart.
And my love from this moment on.
And my love from this moment on.
For as long as we both shall live.
For as long as we both shall live.
Throughout history, the ring has been the symbol for eternity. The ring has no beginning and no end. Your wedding rings serve as an outward symbol of the commitment you are making to each other. And Christopher, do you have a ring for Stephanie?
Yes.
As you place it on her left hand, please repeat these words. Stephanie, with this ring I thee wed.
Stephanie, with this ring I thee wed.
Stephanie, do you have a ring for Christopher?
Yeah, I do.
Please place it on his left hand, and as you do, repeat these words. Christopher, with this ring, I thee wed.
Christopher, with this ring, I thee wed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let these rings always be a reminder of the vows and promises you have made to each other today. Christopher and Stephanie, today you've agreed to share the rest of your lives together as a married couple. Your commitment to each other is also symbolized through the pouring of 2 individual containers of sand, one representing you, Christopher, and all that you were, all that you are, and all that you'll become, and the other one representing you, Stephanie, and all that you were, all that you are, and all that you will become. And I've also included a 3rd container which holds sand from this beach. As these 3 containers of sand are poured into the center container, the individual containers of sand will no longer exist, but will be joined together as one. So I want you to begin by pouring the beach sand, which is this one. It represents the foundation on which your marriage is built. And then follow by pouring your colored sand, which represents your unity into one. So I'm going to move out of the way now, and I want you guys to kind of step back there and take your time. Start with that one and have fun. If you need the funnel, it's right here.
Do it with me, love.
Oh, we're doing it at the same time?
Yeah, no, we're doing this and then we're doing this.
We'll do that.
Oh, yeah? Okay, now we go together. It's a fun project.
Take the center bottle and tap it down a little bit so you have more room to go in there. He's serious about that.
He is.
We probably won't be able to get it all in there.
We'll see.
That works.
Good enough.
Just as these grains of sand can never be separated, our prayer for you today is that your lives together would be longer than the time it would take to separate the individual grains of sand. Step forward and join hands again. Christopher and Stephanie, as you continue on your journey, remember these simple words of advice. Love isn't perfect. It isn't a fairy tale or a storybook, and it doesn't always come easy. Love is overcoming obstacles, facing challenges, fighting to be together, holding on and never letting go. Love is work, but most of all, love is realizing that every hour, every minute, every second of it is worth it because you did it together. Having witnessed the vows that you, Christopher, and you, Stephanie, have made to each other, surrounded by family and friends, by love, and by the sand, the sun, and the ocean on this day, February 25th, 2015, by the power vested in me by the state of Florida, I now pronounce you our husband and wife. And Christopher, this is everybody's favorite part. You may now kiss your beautiful bride.
I love you.
That's a great kiss.
Good job.
Good job.
Let's turn.
Woo!